Hey guys, welcome back to Eldest Born, a Three Brothers podcast. Today, we have another Doctor Who Magic the Gathering crossover episode for you guys. Now, if you remember, a while back I did an episode where I opened up a box of the Doctor Who cards that came out in the Universes Beyond series of Magic. Now, today, we're doing something very similar to that, and we're going to be opening up the boxes that I just got in the mail, and they are the Secret Lairs Doctor Who editions. Now, there are 3 different sets that came in the Secret Lair Drops for Doctor Who. One of them is called the Dalek Lands, the second is called the Weeping Angels, and the third is called Doctor Who Regeneration. Now, these 3 Secret Lair sets are an addition to the Universes Beyond set, and you cannot find these cards in the initial set. So it was really important to me that I had the entire collection, seeing as Doctor Who is my favorite show of all time. So let's jump right into our unboxing and take a look at what we got. Alright, I am super excited to open these Secret Lair Drop series packs. So let's get started with the foil edition of the Dalek Lands. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this in my intro, but I actually bought foil and non-foil packs of each drop. So I bought 6 packs in all, and my logic behind this was I could have some to play with and some to keep in my collection. So let's start by opening the Secret Lair Doctor Who, the Dalek Lands. Oh, that is so cool. Very, very awesome packaging. Oh, this is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. That is beautiful. This is actually the first Secret Lair drop I've ever purchased. So far so good. I'm really happy with the way they present the packaging and everything. Oh, snap. That's awesome. Alright, so it seems like they have these stuck on here. Let's take this off. There we go. Woo! That is beautiful. Alright, so first we have the Concealed Courtyard. Now this is a reprint, but obviously we got the Dalek Council artwork in there. Then we have Spire Bluff Canal. And that seems like a shot of Westminster Abbey in the background. So this tells me that this takes place in London. Very cool. Then we have Blooming Marsh, and it's a picture of Skaro with some Daleks flying in the sunset. That is awesome. Wow. Really beautiful. Inspiring Vantage. Really cool artwork of the Dalek ship floating in orbit. Botanical Sanctum with the Daleks flying over the Thames. That is really, really gorgeous artwork. And then there was something on the back, which I didn't realize that they had this. I found out about this recently. The Secret Lair Drops have bonus cards in them. And I just saw something online talking about one of them, and I'm so excited to see what these are, because I'm not aware of what came in this pack. Wow. Woodland Cemetery, with that destroyed Dalek being overtaken by plants and flowers. That's gorgeous. Wow. I am super happy with the first Secret Lairs that we just opened. All the Dalek lands, and these are going to go right into my binder when we're done. I'm going to put them in sleeves, and they're going to go into my binder with all the other Doctor Who lands that we got. Alright, so next up we have the Weeping Angels Traditional Foil Edition. So this is going to be really cool. Let's see what we got. Oh, classic. Don't blink. Love that. One of my favorite episodes of Doctor Who, Blink, written by Stephen Moffat. It's a great episode to introduce newcomers to the show if you want to ease them into a episode that doesn't have too much lunacy and timey-wiminess, but still has a lot of really great thrill factor, because that is just a really cool like mystery episode. Wow. Here we go. This is gorgeous. Alright, so let's try to get it off without breaking the cards. There we go. These packs are a little bit easier to open than the collector's booster packs, I think. That's just my opinion. Alright. Let us see what we got. Wow. Angel of Serenity. Gorgeous, with Jodie Whittaker's 13th Doctor on there. From the episode Village of the Angels. Ooh, Angel of Ruins. And that is from the episode The Angels Take Manhattan, when Amy and Rory meet an untimely demise. Spoiler alert. Blinding Angel. Oh, that's gorgeous. And that's from the episode Blink at the end. And then, oh, I missed one. Then we have Restoration Angel. Now, these are all reprints of other cards. So it's really cool that they are reprinting them with different artwork. But these cards exist already in Magic. They're not new. Restoration Angel. That's from that artwork. What episode is that from? You know, I can't remember, honestly. And Sublime Archangel. Very cool. In the TARDIS. That's some really gorgeous artwork right there. Wow. Alright. So we got our 5 Weeping Angel cards. And now I want to take a look at the bonus card, which is a land. Wow, okay. Isolated Chapel. Was not expecting that to be a land. That's incredible. And look at that. Isolated Chapel. And that, I believe, is the building. Wester Dublin's. The mansion where the Weeping Angels are first introduced to Sally Sparrow. Beautiful card. Beautiful. Alright, those are going to go in the binder. Now, last but not least, certainly not least, this is the Secret Lair drop I've been anticipating the most. The Doctor Who Regeneration. This particular package contains characters from the 60th anniversary specials. Now, if you haven't already seen my reviews of those episodes, go check them out. I did a review for each 60th anniversary special episode and the Christmas special. So I was really excited to do that for you guys, and hopefully you enjoy those. So let's open it up. Let's see what the word says on it. What's it gonna say? Oh. Just what the Doctor ordered. The picture of the TARDIS. Love that. Alright, here we go. Once again, beautiful box, beautiful packaging. Okay. That came off easy. Alright, first up we have Rose Noble, and this is Donna Noble's daughter. Beautiful. First introduced to us in the Star Beast, and I have a feeling we're going to see more of her in the new season of Doctor Who that airs tomorrow. Super excited for that. All right, the next is the Meep, also introduced in the Star Beast. I love this artwork. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. I happen to really like the character design for the Meep. I think they did a really good job of taking the comic books and making it look realistic. Very, very cool. If only we got cards for the other aliens in that episode. All right, then we have Neil Patrick Harris as the Celestial Toymaker. That's a cool card. He played a really good role in that episode, although I personally wasn't a big fan of the way they ended it. I think it was a lackluster final battle between the Doctors and the Celestial Toymaker. But maybe we'll see him come back in the future. Who knows? All right, and then we have the 14th Doctor. Now this card is going to be my commander in my new deck, which I'll get to in a second, but I'm going to have him with Clara Oswald as his companion. This is a gorgeous card. I love the full art effect that they put on these. Really cool. I personally liked David Tennant's outfit as the 14th Doctor better than the 10th Doctor. I think it's just like a really cool, modern, hip look, and I like the blue coat a lot, so. And then lastly, we have the 15th Doctor, Ncuti Gatwa. Super excited for the season that's coming out tomorrow. Can't wait. I know a lot of people on the internet have mixed feelings about it, but my expectations for this show are so low at this point. We've been disappointed so many times that I think I'm going to be pleasantly surprised by the episodes that they put out. You just have to remember that we're now in the Disney era of Doctor Who, which means everything's going to be super politically correct and super cringe, but we still have to try and have fun with it. 15th Doctor, very cool. All right, and the bonus card in the Regeneration Secret Lair Drop is the Sonic Screwdriver. This is beautiful. Wow, I really love this card already. Didn't even get it out of the packaging yet. Wow, I love that they put the 14th Doctor's Sonic Screwdriver in there. What gorgeous artwork on his tie. I think this is probably the best print they have of the Sonic Screwdriver card. The other ones were nice, but not really my favorites. But this one's gorgeous. This card, ironically, won't be going in my commander deck. I just don't feel like I have a need for it. But it's a beautiful card to add to the collection. Alright guys, well that is it for the Secret Lair unboxing. But I did want to show you guys something special that I'm working on. And this is my Doctor Who Magic the Gathering Commander deck. But first, shout out to the person who made this awesome 3D printed TARDIS deck box that I got on Etsy. The vendor's name is Snood, SNOO3D, and he makes amazing prints. The next one I have coming in the mail is going to be a custom order of a Dalek, and that's going to be for my EDH deck that focuses on the Master and various other Doctor Who villains. It's going to be like an artifact heavy deck, and the deck box is going to look like a Dalek. It's going to be so cool. But look at this gorgeous TARDIS deck box. It opens up, it's got a little clasp on the side, opens up, and the cards just rest right in here, and then you have a draw for dice. How amazing is that? Now, I elected to get the limited edition Dragon Shield brushed artwork sleeves. Now, these are the Van Gogh Starry Night sleeves. And the reason I did that, if you guys are familiar with Doctor Who, is because the Doctor is very well acquainted and good friends with Vincent Van Gogh in the show, and even visits him. And that is one of my favorite episodes. But these are just such gorgeous sleeves, and I love the way the dragon kind of blends in with the artwork. Very, very cool. I can't wait to put the 14th and 15th Doctors, as well as Rose Noble, into this deck. I'm not going to reveal the whole deck list for you guys today, but I do want to show you some of the creatures I put in here, because it's a very legendary It's a very legendary heavy deck. So, of course, we're going to have the 14th Doctor as the commander. We're going to have Clara Oswald as the companion. This card I'm so happy about. I love it so much. It's from the Unfinity series of Magic, Space Bellerin. Such a wacky card. I'm excited to play with that. Teferi, Master of Time, obviously, because the Doctor is a time traveler. Adaptive Automaton. Alistair the Brigadier, classic Doctor Who companion. Arcade Ganon, who is actually a human Doctor card from the new Fallout Commander set that just came out. I'm not a huge fan of Fallout, but the new show is out. I'm enjoying that. And this card had to go in the deck because his creature type is Doctor. And that has a big effect on the win condition of this deck. Captain Cisse, full art. Chainer Nightmare Adept. Joyra, Weatherlight Captain. Miri, Weatherlight Duelist. Nardole, Resourceful Cyborg. Pramicon, Sky Rampart. The First Doctor, the Second Doctor, the Third Doctor, Fourth Doctor, Fifth Doctor, Sixth, Seventh, Eighth, War, Ninth, 10th. Now, look at the artwork difference between David Tennant's 10th Doctor and the 14th Doctor. I'm glad they put him in his blue suit in this picture, but it's kind of like an inverse clothing style because the suit's blue and the coat is brown, and in this one, the suit is brown and the coat is blue. Very, very cool, though. Love that. They even got the fact that he's kind of older in this one. Then we have the 11th Doctor, the 12th Doctor, 13th Doctor, the Fugitive Doctor, and in this slot, we're going to put the 15th Doctor that we just got. And anyway, the rest of the cards are not that important, but I do want to see if I can find... Oh, I love this card. Twice Upon a Time. One of my favorite Christmas specials. It also features the 12th Doctor meeting the 1st Doctor, played by David Bradley, which I love. I think he did a great impression of William Hartnell's 1st Doctor. Where is the card? Also, wacky card. Love the artwork. I think it's so cool. I really went with a space theme for this deck, and I'll show you some of the lands in a second. Even the Sol Ring is planetarium style. TARDIS, beautiful. And where is the card I'm looking for? Here it is. Gallifrey Stands from the 50th anniversary special. That is gorgeous. So this is the main win condition. That is the theme of the deck. And this is why we need that extra Doctor from the Fallout set. Because although I do have a couple other win cons in the deck, this card cares about Doctor creatures that are on the field. And then we just have a bunch of other cards. Really cool stuff from the Unfinity Space set. Starlight Spectacular. Only some of those cards are legal in Commander, so I got the ones that are. And then we have the land base. So now, I love these lands that I bought for this deck. So this is nothing special. Ancient Ziggurat. Got City of Brass. And I tried to do the extended or full art versions of all these lands to really fill out this like kind of outer space vibe of the deck I'm going for. So City of Brass, Command Tower, Dal Amroth, which is a alternate name and artwork for Minimo School at Water's Edge. This is from the Lord of the Rings Commander set. Exotic Orchard, another Lord of the Rings card, Fangorn Forest, Fiery Isle. Then we have the Planetary Forest. I love this. And this is also from the Unfinity set. Gallifrey Council Chamber, Gemstone Mine, Godless Shrine, one of my favorite cards from this set. Beautiful. Hallowed Fountain, another beautiful one. Helm's Deep, Lord of the Rings card. Horizon Canopy. Inn of the Prancing Pony, another Lord of the Rings card. Planetary Island card. Freaking love that. Minas Tirith, Lord of the Rings. Planetary Mountain. Overgrown Tomb with this like literally overgrown spaceship floating in space. It's awesome. Plains, Planetary Plains, Plaza of Heroes, Reflecting Pool, Reliquary Tower, Sacred Foundry. Love this. This exploding moon with the spaceship next to it. That's gorgeous. Secluded Courtyard, Some Big Canyon, Doctor Who artwork, The Grey Havens, that's Lord of the Rings artwork, Trenzalore Clock Tower, and that's from the Christmas special with Matt Smith, Tyrite Sanctum, Unclaimed Territory, Waterlogged Grove, which is from the Van Gogh episode, I think. I'm not quite sure. Maybe I'm wrong. And then Watery Grave, which is another like planetary spaceship themed thing from Unfinity. Gorgeous cards. So that is a little glimpse into most of the cards in my Commander deck. I think this deck is coming along really well. I might make a few changes, but it's pretty much complete. I have some small additions still coming in the mail, but we will see what happens with that. And all these cards go neatly back in my TARDIS deck box, which I just love so much. Although I'm trying to get them in here. There we go. I think it's so cool. Like, and the dice just slide right in like that. Everything's 3D printed, and then it closes shut. It's beautiful. I think I might put the different signs that the TARDIS has on it. Maybe I'll print some stickers for that later. But awesome. Shout out to Snood once again. Check him out on Etsy. Alright, so that concludes my unboxing video. I hope you guys enjoyed the Doctor Who Secret Lair content. I think it's really cool that they came out with these extra Secret Lair sets after the Universes Beyond base set came out. And I know for a fact that in the future, I'm going to be doing some more Magic the Gathering Universes Beyond content, because they've already announced that they will be releasing an Assassin's Creed set and a Final Fantasy set. And those are two IPs that I am a big fan of. I love the Assassin's Creed series of video games and the Final Fantasy franchise as a whole. Movies, video games, everything. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. And let me know in the comments what your favorite card from the Secret Lair drop was. Whether it be the Dalek lands, the Weeping Angel reprints, or the new Doctor Who Regeneration. I happen to love the characters that they added in the Regeneration drop. So that's my opinion. But let me know what you think. And if you haven't already checked out my other Doctor Who videos, you can find me on Instagram at 3brothers_podcast. and 3brothers_Eldest Born, as well as on YouTube at 3brothers_podcast. I also have a clips account on TikTok. You'll see some bite-sized clips of the episodes that we put out. Once again, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode.